Mastery is a system in Loomian Legacy where after completing specific tasks with individual Loomian lines, you gain mastery points which are used to gain rewards. And if you perfect a mastery line, then you can find that Loomian as a Gamma Gleam in the wild. Overall, it's pretty easy to gain mastery, as most of the quests are quite simple, like gain XP or knock out Loomians, something that could happen through natural progression of the game. So I was wondering if you could beat the game without increasing your mastery level even once. Since this video is coming out May of 2023, Loomian Legacy has yet to be finished and is currently up to the 4th badge, so I'm going to be taking on one gym per video. The rules of the challenge are simple, just don't complete any of the mastery quests, and if one accidentally gets completed, then I will be forced to restart the entire run as the game autosaves after each battle, meaning I can't just reload the previous save. I also won't be spending any Robux or doing any trades to keep this challenge on a single file. But let's get into it. I start the game by naming my character, watching some rocks fly away, and then choosing my beginner Loomian. At the time of recording, the 4th gym is the most recent one, and in my opinion, the hardest one. Since it's also the water gym, I decided to go for Fivine as my starter to hopefully gain an advantage later. After failing the first fight in the game, I steal some discs and head down to Route 1 to capture my first Loomian, and the one that will be used most in this challenge, Twilight. Twilight is one of the rare few Loomians that, in order to complete the mastery, you don't have to gain EXP or take down a specific amount of Loomians, meaning that while it isn't strong, it will be great for level grinding later down in this challenge. After walking down Route 1 and battling all the trainers, which is not optimal for the future of this challenge, so I won't be battling any optional trainers from now on, I make it to Chestnut Town and begin the quest to take down Dusket. When I first arrived, I knew I wasn't strong enough to take it down, so I did a little grinding. And after getting Twilight to level 10 and Fivine to level 6, I figured I was ready. My strategy for this fight was to start by sending out Twilight and having it spam Dawdle to lower Dusket's defense, to then send in Fivine and hit it with a few petal pummels. And after a few attempts, I got the right run and took Dusket down, setting it free into the wild. At the moment, I don't need a Dusket, so I won't be hunting for one in this video to use as a Loomian. After beating it, I head past Route 3, fighting as few trainers as possible to reach the home of the first battle theater, Sylvan City. But when I arrive, I know for a fact that I am not high enough level for it, especially with only 2 Loomians. So I head back down to Route 3 to find and capture Kleptyke to help against the Light Gym with its dark typing. Since my team was not close to being a good enough level, I have to do some more grinding. The grinding for this challenge takes a lot longer than a normal playthrough, because all the Loomians on Route 3, aside from Geklo, have a master that requires you to beat a certain amount of that line. So if I beat too many, then the challenge is over. Which is also the main reason why I want to fight as few trainers as possible, to minimize the chances of me getting softlocked because I beat too many of a specific species. But after a few hours, Twilight was level 15, Kleptyke was level 14 and just learned the move Pilfer, and Fivine was level 9. I head down to the gym and easily sweep the first 2 Battle Theater trainers thanks to Kleptyke's Pilfer. But before I can get the badge, I have to go through Battlestar Naya. She starts by leading with Geklo, so I send out Kleptyke to sharpen and then hopefully sweep this Geklo and the one I knew would follow. Like I predicted, Kleptyke easily took out the Geklos, but not without a few scratches. Last, Naya sent out her own Kleptyke to rival mine, so I started by swapping into Twilight to hopefully get a little chip damage on it before it goes down. But, like I said, after dealing a pretty good amount of damage, Twilight does go down. So out comes Fivine to help heal my Kleptyke and to deal a little more chip damage. Fivine eventually falls as well. In the end, it was a battle between 2 Kleptykes, and since mine had more health and a speed advantage, mine won, granting me the first badge of this challenge.